These are my biggest capsule wardrobe regrets. A capsule wardrobe is probably one of the most talked about subjects within the fashion community on YouTube, but within these conversations, there's really not much of a discussion around the pitfalls of a capsule wardrobe, which I have definitely fallen victim to, unfortunately. So today I'll be sharing with you a handful of mistakes that I made when building my capsule wardrobe so you don't make the same mistakes as well. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more style content featuring me twice a week, and let's just get right into it. So the first mistake that I made was thinking that my capsule wardrobe was the end-all be-all to my style. I'm putting this first because it probably was the biggest mistake that I made when building my capsule wardrobe. When I first learned about a capsule wardrobe a few years ago, it seemed like the perfect solution to my current style woes that I was having. I was shopping a ton, wasn't wearing a lot of the items that I had. I felt generally lost in my style, and I kind of just felt like a hot mess. I'm sure many of us can relate. And a capsule wardrobe did help fix this. Like, this is not an anti-capsule wardrobe video at all. But where I made the mistake was thinking that a capsule wardrobe is like the period at the end of my metaphorical style sentence. I was thinking to myself, like, once I perfect my capsule wardrobe, I'll never have to shop again. I'll never be worried about what I have to wear in the morning again. I'll never have those I have nothing to wear moments ever again. False. That is false. Building your wardrobe and your style is an evolution at the end of the day. It is a never-ending journey, and I think that's something really important for people to know. So how I view a capsule wardrobe is kind of like an art easel. It's there to act as the sturdy base for your painting. And then the paint is your personal style. It's the pieces that really spark joy in your wardrobe. It's the way you style your capsule wardrobe pieces. The paint is really the pieces in your wardrobe that make it feel alive. So I definitely recommend keeping this in mind as you move forward building your capsule wardrobe. And just remember that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and frankly, there's really no finish line. Your style is going to be evolving forever, just like we do as humans, as people. So make sure you keep that in mind moving forward so you don't make the mistake of thinking that your capsule wardrobe is an end-all be-all. The next mistake that I made is avoiding color altogether. There's definitely a push in the capsule wardrobe space that your closet should only consist of neutrals. And this is something that I really loved in the beginning because it does make getting dressed easier. But as the years went on, I found myself feeling quite bland with the colors that I had in my wardrobe. And I remember one time I showed my mom a sweater that I got thrifting, and it was very colorful. I was trying really hard to step out of the box, and she was like, "Wow, I haven't seen you in color in like so long. I think it looks great." And I was just like, yeah, I really need to work on that. And so when I had this realization that like every single thing in my closet is very neutral, I realized that yes, this is something that makes me comfortable and it makes me happy and it is versatile. But I also view style and like my individual style as something that I want to be fun. So a few months ago, I decided that I was going to make a point moving forward to add color to my wardrobe. I haven't made a ton of progress just because I don't want to rush the process. I want to make sure that I'm shopping very intentionally and I'm finding things that will have that longevity in my wardrobe. So whether you're building your capsule wardrobe or maybe you feel like you've made the same mistake that I have, I encourage you to just start small, start slow. Don't feel like you have to add a bunch of things because again, you do want to make sure that you're shopping as intentionally and responsibly as possible. So just remember that color is your friend if you want it to be, and it can really do something to your wardrobe and your mood and your overall aesthetic and vibe, I guess, when you have it in your closet. So the next mistake that I made was buying the same style in different colors. I know that this works for some people, and if it works for you, that is great. This is just my own experience. But I did this a few times. I did it with a handful of t-shirts I bought from Aritzia, and then I also did it with some jeans, which like, ugh, I just hate that I did that. The reason that I regret this is because I feel like there was just no diversity in my t-shirts, in my long sleeves, and in my jeans. Like if I wanted to go for different aesthetics, I felt like I didn't have much of a choice. And that's why I think it was a big mistake. I really love having options when I get dressed in the morning. I don't like when I have the same thing just in different colors to choose from. It's so boring to me. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world if you are somebody who finds something that you just adore and you love and you buy it in a couple of different colors, like go for it. But for me, it was like, oh, I found this item that was really great and now I'm gonna buy it in 3 more colors instead of just sticking with the original color that I had. I just went too far. So it's probably a good idea to set a rule for yourself where it's really only a good idea to do this if you have something that you are head over heels in love with, you find yourself reaching towards it most of the time, and you see it incorporating well within the rest of your wardrobe and you want to have more colors. Like, go for it, be my guest. But if you want to have a little bit more versatility, like I recommend trying to branch out in different silhouettes, different styles, etc. The next mistake that I made was focusing too much on one category, which for me was pants. So before I built my capsule wardrobe, I found that pants were a little bit of a sore spot for me. I felt like I never had anything that I actually wanted to wear, and I couldn't find anything that fit well on my body. So when I started building my capsule wardrobe, I made pants a priority. And I don't necessarily regret making pants a priority. I kind of just regret neglecting the other categories in my wardrobe. In this moment, I have a very well-rounded selection of pants in my wardrobe. I have different colors, different silhouettes, different cuts, different styles. But when you look at other categories in my wardrobe, like tops, for example, it's a lot of t-shirts and not much of anything else. There is no hard and fast rule about how many pieces you need in your wardrobe or how many pieces you should build out in each category, but I do recommend making sure that you are nurturing each section of your wardrobe with pieces that are not only reliable, but are also diverse from one another. The next mistake that I made was not focusing on seasonal pieces. So where I made this mistake was trying to build an entirely year-round wardrobe rather than splitting my wardrobe up into my core capsule wardrobe and then my seasonal pieces. I found this to be an issue for me actually last summer when the warm weather rolled around and I was like, yay, I'm so excited to like break out my tank tops. And then I looked in my tank top section and all I had were like basic racer back tanks, which are great, but there was nothing with any type of personality or anything that made me excited to be like, oh my God, yay, I'm like so happy I can finally wear this in the summer. And I found myself wanting like a fun halter top or something with embroidery on it, like something with just a little bit more detail that lended itself well to a specific season, in this example, summer. So the moral of the story here is that I encourage you to shop seasonally as well. Definitely don't feel like you need to have a core seasonal wardrobe for like summer, fall, winter, spring. Like what I like to do is look at spring and summer and I'm like, okay, well, what can I wear that is transitional between these 2 seasons? And then I can wear between both of them and heck, maybe even into fall. And then I do the same thing with fall and winter where I'm like, okay, what can I wear between these 2 seasons? Like what can I layer to make sure that I'm warm? What can I basically do to, again, help it transition between different seasons? Again, there is no hard and fast rule for like how many pieces you should have in your spring and summer wardrobe or fall and winter wardrobe. But what I'm trying to do is just to find about 4 to 5 pieces in this moment that are gonna lend well to each of those seasons. These are pieces that you should be able to store at the end of the season and bring back out, and they'll still be relevant, they'll still be versatile, they'll still be stylish or whatever the next summer, and then the summer after that, and the summer after that. Like you wanna make sure that there is longevity in these pieces. All right, you guys, that is the end of the video. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. I would love to hear any mistakes that you've made or any successes that you've had with a capsule wardrobe. Like maybe you've made none of these mistakes, and for that, I applaud you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative of your support, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.